Okay, time for another LinkedIn profile review. This is Olivia Graham. Hello, Olivia. She's asked if I can have a look at her LinkedIn profile and give some feedback. So straight away, Olivia, I would be asking you to change the default. See this background here? That's the default one. Just put something, a cityscape, anything, right? Away from the default. Photo is okay. My preference for LinkedIn photos are posed headshots, right? A little bit passport photo, but smart work dress, not with C or parties or anything like that behind you. So I would change that, Olivia, if you can. That's just, again, it's just my perspective, but people do make snap judgments, right? And the risk is some people could interpret you as having a fun time because you right, because you've got a photo, you're clearly perhaps on a boat or somewhere doing something fun. It can be helpful, especially if you're being compared to other potential hires, to have that professional photo, right? It removes any ambiguity. Okay, so you're a business school graduate, a Newcastle Business School graduate, July 22. Fine. Now, first, actually, so 477 followers. Great. You've got some activity going on there, Olivia. That's that. You do want a good community on LinkedIn. So the more connections you have, the more they can potentially help you, and you can help them. Step one, though, Olivia, please say more. Right, 2.5 sentences on your about section. View this as it's how people find out about you, right? Prospective employers, hiring managers, recruitment people, other colleagues. What do you want them to know? So you've just given us 2 and a bit sentences. So I would strongly encourage you to think about how do you answer when someone says, if you were sat in front of me and we're beginning the interview, and let's assume it's an hour interview, and step one for me would probably be to try and put the individual at some degree of ease. It's never easy in an interview, right? But I'd be saying, so Olivia, tell me about yourself, okay? And I'm not really expecting you to say blah 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 and stop. Okay, I am expecting you to talk. What would you be saying in that scenario, right? Maybe that's a guide for how the about section could be. Okay. All right. Activity. So 477 followers, zero ever activity. Is it? Come on, really? Yeah. Okay. It's just okay. There was activity, but it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. So your last post was 2 years ago. Yeah, you were pretty active. Uh, oh, I say pretty active. 3 posts ever. Okay. Right, Olivia, that's something to think about. Okay, what's your posting strategy? What's your engagement strategy with these 477 followers, right? Can any of them be helping you, right? How are you staying in touch with them? Through posts, right? Okay, let's have a look at experience then. So, Frank Recruitment. So you've been doing that for 2 years. Good, nice little bit of detail there. Excellent. Yeah, I'm scanning down that just for speed here. I think that looks good. If I was being picky, I'd say add even more detail, but that's great. Okay, then Fennec, yeah, more detail there. Excellent, right? So you're putting in quite a lot of detail there. That's great. That's great. Think about your about section, okay? Right, you could be adding even more. Okay, and then in the internship, nice, great. Okay, so that's great, Olivia. Really, you're doing it. As far as I'm concerned, you're doing it right there in the experience section. Okay, and you've added some nice detail on Northumbria University. Excellent. Look, I like the fact you're adding. LinkedIn allows you to add in other material, photos, PDFs, and so on. And this is great. Okay, we've got some great media here. This is work you've been doing for Disneyland Paris, right? And what's this one? Netflix presentation. Excellent, right? So you're showing great work that you were doing. That's very useful because it allows people to evaluate you, right? This is your front door. It's where a lot of buying decisions, maybe not hiring decisions, but buying. As in, I like the look of this profile, I like the look of that profile. So be thinking. Everybody, right? When you're laying out your LinkedIn profile, think about people and how they're going to be using your LinkedIn. So I think that's a great use of the capability of LinkedIn there, Olivia. Nice work. Okay, so 1 certification there, 2 skills, recommendations. Okay, now I am always banging on about recommendations. I think they're really valuable because someone else is saying what they think about you publicly, right? And that someone else is a user of LinkedIn, so we can go and verify who they are. So let's have a look at Marie. This was this month. She says, "I have the pleasure of currently working closely with Olivia at 10th Revolution Group. Her exceptional teamwork, problem-solving skills, leadership ability." Right. So this adds instant credibility, right? So nice. Then December 5, so last year, Natalia says, "I have the pleasure of collaborating with Olivia at TRG, and I'm consistently impressed." Really good. So she's got six. Olivia, very nicely done. Six recommendations there. Do you see, everyone? This is quite powerful, right? Because the prospective employers, hiring managers, were sitting and reading. Okay, no, that's interesting. Because look, I don't know Marie, I don't know Natalia, but I can see someone's taking the time to say they think Olivia's good, right? That does have an effect. So, Olivia, excellent. If I'm splitting hairs, can you have some more? But you with six, you're automatically better than almost every LinkedIn profile I'm reviewing. And let's have a look at given as well, because what you'll often see is when people receive a recommendation, they'll also give, right? Give recommendations. So you've done some there. Great. Okay. Right. All right then, Olivia. I've changed the background. Think about expanding your about section. If splitting hairs, change the photo to a professional shot. And maybe you could be talking to your 500 odd followers on a regular basis. Okay. Nice work, Olivia. Good luck.